So what are some crazy myths out there that you would like to dispel and just say, ladies, please stop with this one?
Oh, I have so many. Okay. My favorite one is probably that it should hurt in the beginning. Because we think that it's like a rite of passage, that your nipple should basically fall off and then they're going to grow back. And that's what breastfeeding is in the first period of time. And I'm like, no, that's not normal. And it's really important to determine soreness from actual pain. So you're going to have tenderness, because I don't know about you, but before I gave birth, no one was sucking on my nipples every 2 hours. So if that was your life, I'm jealous, but that was not my life. So it's nice normal it's normal to have some soreness and some tenderness, right? What's not normal is just toe curling pain where you're like, oh my gosh, that lasts or the entire feeding, cracking, bleeding. When you unlatch, your nipple is like compressed and pinched like lipstick.
Yep.
None of that is normal.
My gosh, you're like I'm like having flashbacks.
Oh no.
Why does that happen? Why does that
shallow latch? It's because baby's latching onto your nipple and not to your breast tissue. I have a fake. I have a boob. I don't know where it is if you want to see.
Oh, I want to see your boob.
Well, it's not my boob.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you were offering. Never mind.
PG rated show, I'm sure. But no, it's a fake boob so that you can see, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me find it.
That's okay. I'll just make this mouth shape again.
Yeah. Baby should latch onto your areola. So the circle part, the part that's like, it gets really big after you give birth because your baby's basically blind. And it acts like that bullseye like we were talking about. So if baby is just sucking on your nipple like a straw, not only are you going to get very little milk because there's no real milk ducts and baby can't remove milk and compress your breasts like they're supposed to, but it's going to hurt and you're going to have that cracking and bleeding. So,
okay, so that's a huge one. What's another big one?
Another one is drink more water, make more milk. There's nothing in water that increases your milk production. And you can drink.
So that's the myth. It's not true that the more water you drink, the more milk.
Even though you are thirsty. I mean, I remember just being so dang thirsty. But that's just to hydrate your body.
It's just to hydrate your body. Like oxytocin, the hormone that like releases the milk, it makes you thirsty. It's kind of one of the side effects of oxytocin. And it's just a good way to remind your body to stay hydrated. So drink to thirst until your urine is about pale yellow. But you don't need to like lug around 3 gallons of water every day to drink it to support your milk production. In fact, if you overhydrate, you create this negative feedback system where your body thinks that you have too much fluid and your supply could actually decrease because your body's trying to flush excess fluid out.
Whoa.
What about Guinness?
Beer.
That's the myth about Guinness.
Drink more beer.
I definitely drink Guinness.
So beer actually has brewer's yeast in it, which is actually in our lactation cookies and most lactation products. And that is full of B vitamins, which has been reported to support milk production as well. But just don't drink too much. Don't drink it all day.
Sure. Why do people say Guinness specifically, though? Because it's a dark beer?
Not any beer. Yeah, any
really?
ale, dark ale beer.
Because it's more yeasty,
I guess. Yeah,
maybe.
Exactly.
So, okay, so if water, I mean, is there anything then, I mean, is what you put into your body, obviously on the B vitamins, so I imagine like leafy greens and just like nourishing, nutrient-dense foods would help your lactation.
Potentially, yeah. Oats can help. Certain foods can actually decrease your production if you eat them in excess, like sage and peppermint, things like that. So you do have to be careful. But there are herbs and leafy greens like moringa and goat's rue and things that we use in our products as well that have been reported for tradition, like centuries in cultures all over the world that they use it culturally to help support their milk production.
Okay, what do you think is the biggest myth that you hear most frequently that you have to correct?
The biggest myth is probably, and that's a tough one. There's so many. I can't think of the biggest one.
How about like that bigger boobs can make more milk than little boobs?
That's not true. All boobs can make milk no matter what size. Bigger boobs generally have more fatty tissue, not more milk glands. So it's not about the fatty tissue. It's about the glands and ducts in your breast, in your actual breast. And And smaller boobs, A cups, double A's, whatever size breast you have, can have plenty of glands to have an abundant milk supply.